Hey, good morning. Today is April 6th, 2020. My name is Jen, and welcome to Cyder Crafts. How are you? It's a crazy world out there, isn't it? It is crazy. I hope you're all well. I hope you're okay. Please stay inside. I will tell you in a second why that's very important to me personally. But yeah, please stay inside. I know I was supposed to, and I apologize, start to podcast around the 13th to the 16th, but my husband got his letter from the government saying you're quarantined for 3 months. Ian is on an immunosuppressant drug because his immune system attacks his body, and if he doesn't take it, he will die. So he is, he's quarantined for 3 months. So, by default, so am I, because I can't go out, because if I bring something back to him, I would feel awful, and yeah, I think I'd die if he died. My heart would break. So yeah. Also, I just want to say another thing. First of all, thank you very much to Tesco grocery stores. They have been fantastic. Because Ian is what he is, we can't go out to the grocery store. Tesco contacted us and said Ian's on the list, and by default so are you, and could you place your order? And that was on Saturday, and on today we'll be receiving our groceries, which is really nice because we haven't had an opportunity. I did, right after he was quarantined, go to my local grocery store, but I was so nervous because I was so scared I was going to bring something to him that I went in the bathroom and threw up. So I got in and out as fast as I could. I picked up his most recent prescription, and I think we're going to be having those delivered. He still has to talk to his GP. But I'm not going out again because I'm so scared I'm going to give him something. Yeah. I hope you're all okay. I hope your family's okay. I feel so sorry for all the families who have lost loved ones. It's horrible. I cry when I watch television. It just feels so sad, and it's so, you can't control it, and you can't be with them, and it's heartbreaking. But hopefully we'll get through it. The Queen spoke last night, which made me really happy because I always feel safer when I hear from Elizabeth Regina. So I was very happy to see her happy little face, and yeah, it just feels comforting to hear from her. It's good. And like the one more thing that I wanted to say was my son works for the NHS. He is IT support for doctors and charge nurses, and he was told 2 weeks ago that he had to work from home, and Joseph is, his call volume has more than doubled. He is working extra hours and not being paid, and I know lots of people are doing lots of things, but he's my son and I'm really proud of him. And so I would beg all of you to please just stay inside. It's only for a little while. It's a speck on the time of your life. You're endangering yourself and others if you go out, so please just stay home. Please. My son looks really tired. All of the NHS staff that you see on telly look really, really tired, and yeah. And they're putting their lives at risk for all of us, so we should show a little respect. Anyway, end of lecture. I'm going to talk about my book first, and then we will talk about the podcasts, plural, that are coming out this week. So I just wanted to get this out of the way because it is deliciously creepy and chilling. Riley Sager, author of Lock Every Door. I am reading Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. This will be living in Scotland for a little while after I finish reading it. She's the author of The Broken Girls. I've not read it, but I've heard that's really good too, so I will be reading it. This book is scary AF. Yeah, it is unsettling. It is sleuthy. It is written so well, and it don't read it in the dark. And if you have weak bowels, don't read it without somebody else in the room because it is really scary. It's not often that a book frightens me, but this book is scary. Like, if I read it, we went to bed and I started reading it and I started hearing noises after Ian went to sleep. That's the kind of thoughts that this book puts in your head. Yeah, so you know who you are. You're getting this book. So I'm going to kick off with just a tiny bit of knitting. Today's going to be all about the sewing. I'm going to try to get this done in under 15 minutes, which is why I'm speaking so quickly. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can get all of the things that I should have been doing on the 13th in a few days. So the first thing I'm doing is So Sweet Violet, her pattern, which is called a Snuggle Down Cowl. I knit this along with Helen Duffin of Sprite966. She has her own podcast. You can find her at Sprite966 on Instagram, and she has her own shop, Sprite966 Creations, on Etsy, so give her a visit. She makes bags and wool. We knit this together. I was done a day sooner than Helen, but only because I didn't have, I only had 5 minis, and one of them got used twice in the project. So yeah, but Helen's is gorgeous, so if you find her on Instagram, you'll see it. And it's probably, she's hashtag Snuggle Down Cowls as I have, so I'm sure you'll see that there. I used 2 yarns. I used Giddy Yarns December Frost. It was a mini set that I got for Christmas from my husband, that I really ordered for myself, but then my husband gave it to me, if you know what I mean. And then I used Lay Family Yarn Floof, and this stuff is amazing. It is Surya Polka and silk, and you held it double with the Giddy Yarns. I do want to say one thing about Giddy Yarns. These minis that she gave me, they feel like silk. They don't feel like merino nylon. They are really super, super soft. So these are the 2 light, the speckled and the just light glacial blue is what I'm calling it. And then there's the darker blue with the speckle that goes with it. There we go. And that all went into with this floof. Let me look at that. Oh my god. And thank God it's not mohair, because mohair, I couldn't do mohair. I'd die first. I can't stand mohair. It's so scratchy. Anyway, this is the finished result. It is lovely. So lovely. I will put it on, even though it's not for me. It's for someone I love very much, and she's going to have it for Christmas. So yeah, so this is, oh my god, that feels so good. So this is it on. Yes. I wonder if you could pull that up over your head. Yeah, you kind of could. Anyway, yes. Oh my god, it's so nice. Anyway, now that I've made my hair go, I'll fly away. Yeah, so this is, I'll show you the halo really quick before I'll let you go, but that's the halo from the floof. Yeah, very good. I frogged the scarf that I was knitting, if y'all remember that scarf. I frogged that, thanks to some advice from Helen Duffin, who talked me down off a ledge. By the way, Helen has 25 whips. I just want to say that. I had 5 and was having a nervous breakdown. Helen's got 25 and I'm shitting my pants for 5. No, not anymore, I'm not. Feeling pretty good about myself right now. Love you, Helen. I love you. So, my work in progress that I'm showing, I've got more, but like I said, I'm only showing a little bit of knitting today, is this sock. It's just a plain vanilla sock, knit on 2.5 magic loop, Knitter's Pride carbons, and yeah, so she's got a German short row heel. It is Opal, ABO. It doesn't have a colorway on it. I will show you the tag, and then I'll show you Opal, ABO. There we go. There's no number on it. This is what you get. I checked it. The second sock, I have 20 rows to go before I turn the heel again. Again, these are Knitted Price carbons. Love these needles. Will never knit my socks with anything but Knitter's Pride carbons. They, oh my god, I'm so sorry. They are amazing. It's a German short row heel, if I didn't already say that. And I'm just doing some striping on my German short row heel. To give it a more summery, fun effect, as it were. So yeah. So that's that. One more thing while I'm here, these myself. I have all of my yarns together now. Let me poof it up. There we go. They're all being caked up today because guess what? Starts today. Look at that. That is a whole lot of exploration station. So yeah. So that's that. That's all I got to talk about. That is knitting. Yeah. So now let's move on to the sewing. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to call Hagrid in and I will be right back. Sorry. I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. So Hagrid's here. He came. He was out at the leaky cauldron, so he lost his head. I am going to make his head though. I promise I will. So this dress is the first thing I'm showing. It's the most recent finish of mine. It is New Look K6410. I made a combination of A at the bottom in the pink and B at the top. I used the A sleeves and the length of B. So this came out really, really well. I still have to hem the sleeves. I'm the worst hemmer. But yeah, it's got a princess bodice here with this sort of crossing over front piece. It was too low into the cleft of my breast, so I put this little piece of eyelet in there to cover up my boobsicles. And yeah, so it came out really, really well. I have another feature that I'm going to show because the sleeves were too small for my bat wings, which are still pretty big, but I'm doing really well on that. Lost 22 pounds to this point. So what I did was I put a gore into the sleeve so it didn't affect the opening. But if you can see this little triangle here, that's the sleeve gore. So it made it so my sleeves are kind of too big, but I don't care. There are darts in the bodice, but they line up with, as you can see right here, they line up with the back. I have a lot of threads still to cut, but yeah. Zipper went in fine. Doesn't look very smooth, but that's because I just dropped this on. And yeah, so it came out really, really well. I'm really surprised. It comes to just the middle of my calf. So again, that is a New Look 6410. Okay, back. Hello. Hagrid's had a change of clothes. Hagrid also needs a clip here. I have a stray thread. So this pattern is, again, it's a New Look pattern. It's 6585. I made view C. Now this is an unlined jacket. So I did French seams on the whole thing, but I bought the fabric for a tenner. And it's my spring summer coat. It looks very wrinkly right now because I have been wearing it out in the back garden when we go out to, but I have done French seams in this this jacket because it isn't lined, so I didn't want it to look like super horrible. So if you look at the sleeve, you can see where the seam is enclosed on the inside. So I will flip it inside out and show you that. So this is then all enclosed, and this is what's been done all the way around the entirety of the jacket. The hood also has a French seam, so everything's hidden. I used up the I used up the bias binding that I had from the Ninja Turtle costumes for this. I also put cuffs on the sleeves because I wanted to have it a little bit more couture. But yeah, I really, really like this jacket. I wear it a lot. And yeah, so fabric, 10 pounds. Pendle Village curtain material. But because it was treated, it's like no water gets through. But you'd never know. It's beautiful. I love it. And that cost me a tenner. Plus my time. Thank you, Hagrid. We'll be right back. Hello. And like magic, Hagrid's wearing the next item, which is a Vogue pattern. It is a V9246. I got this from the Love Sewing magazine. It is view C, that top there. I've made 2 of these, so we're going to magically change his clothes in a second. But this was my first attempt, and the collar one I made at the largest size you could make because I didn't think it was going to fit me, but it was way big. This is so way big. So the collar was like tatas everywhere. So what I did was I used the line of the bodice by my breast, and I nipped and tucked, made a pleat here on both sides, which tucked that top in, drew it up, and then I just folded it under on itself again to make yet another face. And I'm really pleased with it. So I'm going to get the second version that is the next smaller size, and I will show it to you. Hi, we're back. Again, this is Vogue V9246. That's a view C right there. Sorry, I caught my hand. This is the second attempt. So one of the things that I learned on the first attempt, I learned a couple things with this, and one is blatantly obvious, but one of the things I didn't like with the first one is there was no neck facing. So what I did was I used the pattern to create a neck facing and tucked it under. One thing I didn't do is put interfacing on that neck facing, and that was a huge mistake because it doesn't have enough weight, so it doesn't stay in, so I'm going to have to hand stitch that down. But I do like it better with the neck facing. The problem with this is this looked very white to me, and it wasn't. I ordered white crepe to go with it, and now there's this big contrasty thing going on, so I won't be able to wear this out anywhere, but I do like it. And unlike the other version, I top stitched down across the bodice where it meant the yoke, so I top stitched down the yoke piece here to give it a little bit more stability. But yeah, so this one fits a lot better. It's a lot more form-fitting, as it were, and this one will be easy to take apart to you know, downsize it, size it down a little bit as the weight keeps drifting away from me. So yeah, so here, I'll turn this around. You'll get a better picture of what the yoke, the back yoke looks like on this one. But yeah, ooh, Hagrid, your bra strap's coming down. Hagrid's losing his bra. Yeah, so we'll fix Hagrid's bra strap because that can't be very comfortable. There we go. There you go, buddy. Won't lose your tatas now. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. So that's one more thing. I think I have 2 more things to show you. So we'll get on with it. Thanks, Hagrid. Hi, welcome back. This is Hagrid is now sporting a quick sew pattern K2836. It's a 1980s throwback that came with this jumper dress, but this shirt pattern also came with it. If you're going to buy one pattern to make a long sleeve shirt, knit long sleeve shirt, this is the pattern that you want. This was super easy, it was super quick, and yeah, it lost nothing in the translation. It's fantastic. Again, it's K2836, and yeah, so it was very simple. Roll over hems. The sleeve cuffs are a 1 inch cuff. Really like it. I did a rolled hem on the bottom of this, but I really wish that I had done the 1 inch cuff. I wear this shirt all the time, like all the time. This would be great for summer, winter, autumn, spring. The color kind of fits with every season. And yeah, I got this fabric at Abercon. I think I went to Abercon and I got enough to make, like, oh my god, I think 7 different items, and I spent £70 there. So yeah, but it's just a simple long sleeve tee, and I love it. I love it. I would definitely recommend to anybody. Make this one. It's beautiful. It fits well. Draping. Yeah, the material. Hi. Thank you for sticking around. Last but not least, I've made this kimono. Now, I don't have the pattern. I don't know if the pattern fairies carried it away, but I can't find this freaking pattern anywhere. So I will continue to hunt, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find it. Anyway, if I do find it, I will let you guys know. This is a kimono. I was watching Allie on Craft House Magic, and she was making kimonos last year, and I just went, oh, that would be really comfy, wouldn't it? So I got, I think it was the Love Sewing magazine, and they had this pattern in. And this, again, this too was really easy to make. It's got a bias binding facing for the front. It's all very simple. I think all in all, there were 6 pieces for this, 5 pieces for that, 6 pieces for this, and no, 5, I lie, 5. And it was very easy. I made the belt. It wasn't supposed to have a belt, but I made a belt anyway, and I love this thing. This is my favorite out of everything I've shown you. This is my favorite piece. It is fantastic. It fits great. It's cool but warm at the same time. I like it a lot. And I'm going to make a longer version so I can have a bathrobe out of it. Well, this was not 15 minutes, was it? The last thing I want to show you, oh, my fabric's slipping because it's slickery, is the McCall's. I got this from Love Sewing as well. It's McCall's M7116. I am making view A. I'm going to wear a t-shirt underneath it, and I'm going to make it a little bit longer than it is. But I bought this fabric from textilecenter.co.uk. So right here. So it's kind of black navy, and that is washing out the color on all of the bumblebees and moths because they're very golden yellow. What I'll do is I'll try to take a picture of this fabric, and I will put it here so you can see how lovely it is. Anyway, so I'm going to make that dress. I'm just waiting on some 1/4 inch elastic to show up that I ordered, and yeah, I can get on with that. The pattern pieces are all cut out and ready to be laid out. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut this one out. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I will get to this, and then you all can see what it looks like. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Please, please, please stay healthy and keep your loved ones safe. And I think I'm going to do a knitting podcast on Thursday morning. Yeah. Anyway, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves, and enjoy your time off if you're at home. All right. I will talk to you later.